Hi, welcome to another MyMaths walkthrough. This is task 3-2, the Trig Missing Sides. Okay, let's see how long this takes. A bunch of questions. So the first question looks like this one. So I've got 26, I've got an x and I've got a 4. And it's a trig question, so the first thing we do is label up. So we've got the hypotenuse here, opposite the angle this side and adjacent at the side. We write down SOH, CAH, TOA. We keep what we know. We know H is 4, so we're going to get rid of this one. We keep what we want to know. We don't want to know O is X, that's going away and that one doesn't. And that's just SOH. You always lift up the middle one. This stands for sin of 26. O is where the X is, and the H is 4, so we know that lot. Then we just put that in the calculator, so that means when it's next to it, it's multiplying, so sin of 26 times by 4, which equals, put the calculator, and away you go. Sin 26, close your bracket, times 4 equals 1.8 to one decimal place. The 5 rounds are 7 up to 8. So that's all that one is. Next one we've got, I just need to move this a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Next one I've got is working that way. I've got 17 there, I've got 2 up here, and I've got the x at the side, and there's the right angle. Opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, opposite the angle is the opposite side, and then left with the adjacent side. SOH, CAH, TOA. I know adjacent is 2, so that's gone. I know the opposite is what I'm looking for, so that's gone. So I'm left with TOA, so TOA, tan of 17. The opposite side is where the x is, and the adjacent side is 2. This is multiplying. X equals tan 17 times by 2, that'll be in brackets. Your calculator, tan 17, close your brackets, times by 2, and you get, that's right, 0.6, and that's it at one decimal place. Next one is this way around. So now I've got 73 at the top, I've got 10 at the side, and there, and then there. That's what the triangle looks like. Going down here a little bit. So we've got opposite the right angle, opposite the angle, adjacent side. SOH, CAH, TOA. What do I know? I know the H is 10, so I've got to keep that one, so that's gone. I want to find the X, I've got to keep an A, so that's there. And that leaves me with CAH, which is cos of the angle 73. The A is where the X is, and then the H is 10. So that means multiply, so I write down X equals cos 73 times by 10, and then I get the calculator and I hit the buttons. Where am I at? Cos 73, close the brackets, times 10 equals 2.9. 2.9 to one decimal place. Got to get your rounding right. Don't get penalised for rounding wrong. Next one we've got is over here. I've got 21 in the bottom corner, I've got 4.8 in here, and I've got the x at the side. Okay, so here we go. Opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, opposite the angle is up there, and the adjacent is down the side. SOH, CAH, TOA. Keep what you want, what you know. I know 4.8, so I'm going to keep an A, so it hasn't gone there, so it goes. Keep what you want to know. I want to know the H, so I've got to keep that one. CAH, cos 21. The adjacent is 4.8, and the x at the bottom there. This means divide, so when it's on top you just divide, so 4.8 is on the top, divided by cos 21 on the bottom. Get your calculator, press your buttons. 4.8 divided by cos of 21, close your bracket, and it equals 5.1. Next one, move the camera and move the thing again. It looks like this thing. 41, x on the hypotenuse, and 5.1 at the side, and there's the right angle. So opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, opposite the angle is the side, is the opposite side, and then the adjacent one's left. SOH, CAH, TOA. Keep what you know. I know O is 5.1, so that doesn't go in it. X is the H, so that doesn't got an H in it, so that's the one I'm going to use. SOH, sin of the angle of 41. Opposite is 5.1, and the adjacent is, the hypotenuse is x. So on top, so it's divide, x equals 5.1 divided by the sin of 41, which equals, go for the calculator, 5.1 divided by sin of 41, close your brackets, press equals, and you've got 7.77, so 7.8 to one decimal place. Okay, so that's all them. Last question on this set, we've got, there's the right angle, 3.5, 53 in there, and we've got x at the side. So hypotenuse, opposite the angle, adjacent, SOH, CAH, TOA. What have we got? We know the adjacent is 3.5, so we'll keep anything, we'll get rid of it if it doesn't have adjacent. We know the O is x, so if it hasn't got an O in it, we get rid of it, and then that's one we're going to use, so TOA. Tan 53, the O is where the x is, and then we've got 3.5 off to the side. They're next to each other, so it's multiplying. X equals tan of 53 times by 3.5, which equals, get your calculator, tan 53, close your bracket, times 3.5 equals 4.6. So that's my set of answers for the first 6 questions. Let's put them in and see where I'm going. So first question, I got 1.8. Next question, I got 0.6. The next one, I got 2.9. Over here, I've got 5.1. Then I've got 7.8. And then the last question, I've got 4.6. Okay, let's mark that one. Hopefully, get them right. We did get them right. And then we're on to the weird questions. So these are a little bit take a little bit more thought to get these ones right. Let's see if we can actually think and get these ones right now. So the first question looks like an isosceles triangle. So the big thing about the isosceles triangle, so there's your dot, I've got 68 down here, I've got the ticks on these sides, there's 9, so that's isosceles x. So if the ticks on that side, that means this side's 9, and we can only work with a right angle triangle for trigonometry, so I need to pull a right angle triangle with this thing. So it's going to look like that when I look at the right angle triangle, 68, 9, and I'm going to call this y, and I need to remember at the end I need to double my answer to get what x is. Okay, so then I can just run down the process: hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent, SOHCAHTOA. Keep what you know. I know the h, so if it hasn't got a h in, it's gone. I need to find the adjacent side, so that one's going to go, and that leaves with CAH, which stands for cos of 68. The adjacent side is where the y is, and the h is 9. So I'm going to multiply these, so y equals cos 68 times by 9, which equals, and I grab the calculator, cos 68 times 9, and I've got 3.37 whatever, 3.37 dot 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 dot. I'm not rounding now because I need to double this, so x is equal to that one times 2, so I'll just press in times 2 on the calculator now, and I've got 6.7. Now you don't round at this point because I would have got 3.4 doubled is 6.8, and the rounding would have made this go wrong. Okay, so it's important you leave all rounding till the very end. Right, the next question is some sort of rectangle, and there's a bit of work to do in this one. So I've got a rectangle. I know this is x, I know this is 17, and I know inside here I've got 50 degrees. So what I need to do to start with, there's my right angle triangle there, so, but I need one of these two angles, so I'm going to go for this angle at the top here, so I don't have to do too much work here. You can go do any way you want. What I know is this is definitely going to be isosceles because it's a rectangle, and these things will be the same length. So that means that these two angles have got added to 130, so I've got 180, take away that 50, is 130 for these two. I divide that by 2, and it tells me each one of those is 65. So I've got 65 in here. Now I've got a right angle in the corner, so that tells me that this one must be 25, so it's 90, take away the 65, and I get 25 inside there, which is the one that I'm after. Because now I can go right angle triangle, 25 at the top, 17 at the bottom, sorry, and x at the side. Okay. Now I can do the trig. So I'll go hypotenuse, opposite the angle, adjacent, SOH. Can we see this still? Yep. CAH and TOA. We've got, what do we know? We know the opposite is 17, so if it hasn't got opposite, it's going to go. We're looking for the adjacent, so if it hasn't got adjacent, it's going to go. I'm left with TOA. So tan of the 25, the opposite side is where 17 was, and the A is where the X is. So on top, so it's divide. X equals 17 divided by tan 25, which equals, get your calculator, 17 divided by tan of 25. Oops, I put too many brackets in there. Don't worry, I put extra brackets in, that's weird. But I'm just going to keep it careful and put that right. 25. And I've got 36.5. 36.45 rounds to 36.5. Last question. This one over here. So we've got this quite a complex triangle thing going on here. And I've got an angle bisector here, so this is 16. We know that this side is x up here, there's the angle, and that's 22. Now this is an angle bisector, so this means this one's 16 underneath as well. Okay. Now you have to do this twice. Now you can, this doesn't bisect the line, but does bisect the angle, right? So what we've got then, we've got this big triangle, which we can work the side out of. So we've got 16 is 32, 22, and we can work out what this side is. Let's call this y. And then we can work out the little triangle, so the skinny triangle there, where this is 16 and this is 22, and we'll call this z, just for no reason. And then x is just y take away z, isn't it? Okay, so let's try and get this right. Let's go with SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Opposite the right angle, opposite the angle, adjacent side. So I'll do two of them at the same time. So we've got SOHCAHTOA. I'm only going to go to the calculator once on this route, and I'll show you what I mean by that one. So we've got opposite the right angle, opposite the angle, adjacent side. Keep what you know. I know A, so if it hasn't gone in, it's gone. I know the A, that one's gone. Keep what you want to know. I want to know the opposite side, so car's gone, and I want to know the opposite side of this one, so car's gone on this one as well. So they're both TOAs. So I've got TOA, TOA. This is equal to tan of the angle 32. Opposite is where y is, and then you've got the adjacent side is 22. That's a multiplication. So that's that one times by that one. Same here, we've got tan of 16. The opposite side is where the z is, and then we've got a multiplication, and we get the 22 underneath. Okay. Now remember what you got to do. We've got to take this one, and we've got to take away that one to get away the x. So you get y is the whole thing. Take away the z, you're left with x. So x is equal to the y value. So this calculation, tan 32 times 22. All in brackets there. Take away the z calculation, take that one, tan 16 times 22. So that's the calculation I'm going to run at. Okay, so now I'll go to the calculator once I've set all that up. It's quite a complex one, I guess. 32 bracket times 22, take away tan of 16 bracket times 22. So that's all that mess. And now I press equals, and I've got x equals 7.4. Okay, put them in and see how badly I've done. So I've got 6.7, I've got 36.5, and the last one I have is 7.4. Mark it. Oh, got them right. Okay, that's it. Bit of a long video. Let's hope YouTube will let me upload it. Okay, bye.